Bro, you better be hot in real life. You better be hot. Okay? Because, like, I'll be honest with you. You're an idiot. Okay? You're an idiot. And the only reason that men or women put up with a stupid partner is because they're hot. Okay? And if you're super hot, men and women are going to look at this and say, I can fix him. You know? But if you're an ugly, fat-ass, middle-aged white dude or some shit with a beard, like, moderating Reddit, you're hopeless. Bro, you just need to just go throw your life savings into the new Wuthering Waves character, honestly. All right. So, we're back with gear advice once again. We're going to handle this in a calm and orderly fashion. First person on the docket, we have a DR Sork running Tungrad earrings with a sovereign weapon on. Can we get a round of applause for the fact that the only day that this guy has ever won on was the day that he as a sperm outswam everyone else. He was a winner that day. Holy shit. And everything else was downhill because he's completely... Dude. Number one, Sork is an evasion class. You always play evasion on Sork. It has evasion passives. The only reason that you played DR Sork in the past is because it gave you accuracy when the evasion counterpart did not. I understand that because Sork as a class used to struggle with accuracy a lot more than it does today. It still struggles with accuracy, but not as much so. But now the evasion counterpart offers just as much accuracy as the DR. And since it has such strong evasion passives, you absolutely should be evasion on the class. Okay, I just want to be clear. Anybody that says you're tankier on DR Sork is an idiot, mainly because, let's be honest, you're getting one shot on Sork. You know it. I know it. We all know it. If you get CC'd on Sork, you're dead either way. Okay? Really, you're trying to avoid chip damage in general. The only way you avoid dying to, like, chip damage or just super armor trade damage is if you just dodge it entirely with the evasion. Okay, I understand that DR is overall stronger in the metagame, but again, Sork is just one of those classes that should just kind of build evasion with a glass cannon, which brings me to the next and most pertinent problem on the list. Your double Tungrad here. This is mental illness. You have seriously f***ed up. These are probably your Jatinas. Okay, I don't understand how you could get to pen Karazad accessories on the rest of your build and then be sitting on Tungrad earrings. That's insane. When, again, 413, 407. Pen Tungrad, or Pen Karazad is the exact same stats. It's 2 less accuracy, but you also get the Karazad crystals too, guys. It's very... Holy shit. Anyway, you also get the Karazad crystals too at the bottom, okay? And this is ultimately what matters. At the end of the day, this is ultimately what matters. Okay, so you're getting the extra crystal slot unlocks. It's so important for your Karazad. Let's just everybody lock in. Anyways, Tungrads are terrible. Stop running Tungrads. At no point, when you have your Jatinas, guys, if you end up making Jatinas, which is a mistake, no player should be making Jatinas anymore. If you happen to have them from the past, hopefully they're crescent rings. At no point should you be making them into Tungrads. Like, well, what if I... No. Never. You melt them for the Dawn's essence and you enhance with the essence. They're worth 100 essence a piece. That's what you use them for, okay? So the first thing you need to do is get the Karazad earrings because they're going to help you with the crystals and stuff. It's just like obvious. In my opinion, again, the swap to evasion costs you almost nothing. In my opinion, you should be running evasion on Sork. People have strong opinions like this on this, but again, it's just logic. I win out in every regard. Evasion wins on Sork. Like, if you understand how the class is played, you got to play evasion. Gotta play evasion. Setting that aside for a moment, if you look down at his AP DP, you're looking at hold on, let me make my camera. Should I make my camera smaller? Yeah, there we go. 318, 313, 407, which means the succession sort. First thing you need to do is get the sovereign to pin. The reason is like, but does that help me with the bracket? No, it does not. But it does make your weapon glow and it looks really cool. And that is what is most important. I'm not joking. Part of playing Sork is the fact that she's a super hot class. She's one of the hottest classes in the game. If you don't have the weapon glowy effect, you're really doing the class a disservice. I'm just saying. Okay. You got to get the style points. It's also plus 1 AP. It's really not that big of a deal. Your DP is really low. I think that honestly, after you get your Karazad done here, I think you need to pump at least 2 of these to try. In my opinion, like you just can't do the high level spots in the game at low DP like this. Your limiting factor is not going to be AP for the most part at this point. You're just going to get one shot. You're just going to get absolutely obliterated. So like I think 2 of these need to go to try. Then you can pump. Oh my God! You have a C0 pen Kudum. What? You have Karazad, Sovereign, Duo Fallen God, all 4 Duo Fallen God, and your Kudum is C0? Homie! Bro, did you forget? Are you lost? There it is. Look at all that gear store. That's been crazy. There it is. Okay, I'll see you in 6 months. You're done. I can't do this anymore. This is my opinion. People are going to have opinions on evasion Sork. That's the only thing that people are going to try to argue with me on. Is they're going to try to say that DR is objectively better in the metagame for all classes in the game. Simply not true. DR is stronger overall. Agree. However, especially on a class like a one-shot class like Sork with evasion passives, like strong evasion passives, you're just not losing. You're not gaining anything by going DR. You do gain the ability to at least live every once in a while on evasion, in my opinion. Okay. Can't see how full evasion can do high end. Blue shoes, green gloves, in my opinion. I do full evasion on a Dark Knight at Orzeki and don't die. Hush, child. Oh, okay. What in the is going on here? Hey! Minus 8 hours of your life. You're welcome. Anyway, clean your room, pussy. I don't know why you have a pen disto on when you're wearing Oct and Deck Karazad. You're literally wearing Deck Karazad and you're wearing a pen disto. Which, I'll be honest with you, is a little scary. It's mildly. The most egregious thing on this gear wheel is this right here. Can we just take a moment to make fun of this guy because he paid to win for 100 fishing mastery? You were baited. Perlibus got you. They got you good. 100 fishing mastery. You're the reason that pay to win is a problem in BDO. You. Okay, now. And also you put it on your gear wheel, you ape. You're literally trying to flex it on me. What person is asking for combat gear advice, puts the otter on their gear wheel like a... Anyway. Okay, so DR on Lon. You can make a stronger case for DR on Lon than you can for DR on Sork. Okay, Sork, I'm much more strongly in the favor of evasion. Lon should be built evasion based on its evasion passives. However, because it has to super armor trade really frequently, and in PvE you can get value out of the DR, like its Sork is really not super armor trading as frequently as the Lon is. Lon super armor trades really frequently in PvE, and so DR absolutely works for Lon. It's fine. I'm not going to argue with it. I would recommend that a player play evasion on Lon because she has evasion passives, and that's how the class is meant to be played by the developers. That's the direction that they like to go in for that kind of thing. But DR, you don't have to full reroll if you're running DR on Lon, that's fine. That being said, the reason he's running the Disto, guys, is because the Disto has more AP technically than the Karazad does. He's running what, Oct Karazad earrings, which are like ass, and the Pen Black Distortion has 21 AP. The problem with that is, of course, that he's losing 5 DP. You have 349 AP with 421 DP, and I know what a lot of you are thinking is that doesn't he need to build DP? And the answer is actually no. He really could use like a few more AP. At a certain point, your DP just doesn't matter anymore. He's got his tri armors, which give you the monster DR, like the percentage monster DR. And so he's good in that regard. I don't know, like 5 sheet DP is a lot, but it's also like, okay, but he's trading it for 2 more AP. I don't know. I would still say, in my opinion, that the Karazad earring is better. Mainly because, again, we're going to go back to this. Okay, since it's done with this song, I'm going to turn my music back on. We're going to go back to this. It's really, yeah, you have 2 more sheet AP, but you're losing out on 4 AP, right? With the Jin crystals, right? So like, in my opinion, you're still losing overall AP by running the Disto, and you're losing 5 DP. It's really not, it's not good, dude. It's just not good. Like, so like, I see the reason that you're running the Disto. It's not like mentally, it's just like a little bit mentally like ill. You know what I mean? You're not like completely over the line, but like it's, you're too far gone trying to get sheet AP. I do think that, again, you will grind better with this, not only because you have more DP, but because you have the crystal from the Karazad. In my opinion, like you just like the crystal's just going to give you more AP overall. The copium is just, yeah, the Disto cope is just not, it's not super good. And I understand the Karazad is not super great either, but again, you need to make the transition off the Disto. You should be able to melt it for essence and at least get it to like hex or sept. But like, yeah, the Disto is not it. Beyond that, I can't believe that this is not a glowing weapon yet. Like, what the is wrong with you? He's probably a Succession Lon enjoyer. In which case, yeah, you can leave that at try. It's like whatever, it doesn't really matter. Keep pumping AP, man. I would say that your rings are the next thing that you need to just pump these to Nuve. Okay? After this is your big thing. Okay? The earring is the big thing. Then you're gonna pump your rings to Nuve. And I would say this probably should go to Pen offhandedly at some point. It's not gonna make that big of a difference, but you know, you're running out of stuff to do. You're running out of stuff to do. And at this point, maybe you Nuve the earrings too. Then you Nuve the earrings as well. Yeah. And that's gonna take you the next 6 months. That's it. That's gonna take it. And there it is. And there it is. Okay. Silvirus. And the Oct weapon. No, I mean, again, if he's not awakening, I'm not going to push him to enhance the awakening weapon. It's already kind of high enough. Like, the amount of value he's going to get for having 3 more AP in his awakening slot is just not hit for 3 sheet AP. Like, he could put this at Oct and he would get like 1 actual AP on his main hand. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, the amount of investment is just not it. All right, Silvirus, let's see what you got. Oh, Jesus. What did you do? What have you done? What did you, what? Homie, you're 711 gear score, and you're running 3 predations and a iridescent lightstone. You're asking for gear advice. Homie, invest in artifacts! Bro, what are we talking about? You need Kabuas yesterday. You need an actual lightstone setup, homie. Like a real one that real people use. This is a lightstone setup that Democrats use and say that it's okay, you're gonna be fine. You be proud that you're you. No, you're please put on a lightstone setup that doesn't embarrass your parents. Again, I think that there are like 4 lightstone setups, in my opinion, that are actually good. You can run all-out attack. Okay, this is good at basically everything all the time. Cons, you're like really squishy. Okay, but it is BIS at everything basically all the time. Then there's comma damage, which is obviously BIS at comma spots. You need to understand, guys, if you are above the AP threshold for a spot. So if you go to the grind location and you're above the threshold for the spot, if I go to Monster Zone info and then like say you're gonna grind Achman, right? And you hit this refresh button here. If you're above the 600 restricted here, okay, you should be running the species damage associated with that particular area. So if it's a comma Sylvia zone, for example, and you're over the 600 AP limit and you have a bunch of comma damage, the comma damage will go over the restricted amount and you will still see value from the species damage there. So like the only reason you really want to run all out attack, especially at high level monster zones, like if you go to Orzekia, most people are not going to be able to hit the 1350 restricted. That's insane. Okay, no, most people are not going to be able to hit that. So you're going to run all out attack as BIS there. The problem is you're going to be really squishy, so you just have to be a god. Just don't get hit, you know what I mean? But if you're over 1350, then you should be running whatever species like the mobs actually are. I don't like Dark Seeker's Retreat might be human or demi. I think it's demi-human, but they've changed it so many times I don't know. But there's again all-out attack. Cons is that you're squishy and then you don't have species damage, and there's a cap to how much AP you have. Dark Seekers is demi. Okay, yeah, so I'm right. It's still demi. They've reworked it like 8 times. So like, you know, like there's comma damage. There's demi-human damage. And then there's human damage. I'm pretty sure demi-human damage bang for buck is going to be the best of the 3. If you're looking at like overall, what's the most common thing? Demi-human. I'm pretty sure that Honglim is demi-human damage too. Really insane. Really insane. You can also shout out. Yeah, true. So you can use Vicious Shadows is an honorable mention. This is like back attack damage and whatnot. That's a cheaper one if you can't get to all out attack. It requires 2 strikes. Really expensive. These are cheaper and they're better if you can reach the AP margins, like the AP brackets for the spot that you're grinding at. Okay, you also don't lose tankiness overall. Vicious Shadows is like, okay, I'm a broke boy and I'm telling you so. Like you can't afford the other stuff, so Vicious Shadows is like there, you know what I mean? Target openings is good. Crocodile Tooth or whatever the hell it's called is good. Watch Your Back is okay. But again, all out attack and the ones that I mentioned there are usually the go-tos. Either way, you cannot run predations anymore. Do you understand? This is embarrassing. Like 711 gear score. You're grinding like Dekia with predations. Okay, that is hard grief. Like giga grief. Like if you're a newer player, I wouldn't. But like you're missing thousands of trash an hour, not having just basic good lightstones. Like if you run the I think again I'm gonna put demi-human in here for now. Okay, so it's just 3 roars and an iridescent. It's like 2 or 3 billion maybe to get the whole set together. Grow a pair. Okay, grow a pair. Now, you have other issues on this list. That was the biggest one. Now we're going to move on to the second biggest, and the fact that, again, this is why your mom and your parents hate you so much. This right here is a serious issue because you didn't just get an Ator Power Stone, you then decided that you were going to exalt the goddamn thing. And again, this is a level of mental illness that you really don't see very often in Black Desert Online. You literally exalted the quest line Ator's Power Stone. Is almost cinema. Almost just cinema, because that means that you are literally a new player that were like, yo, what if I put 4 DP on this? You know what I mean? I haven't even gotten to the fact that you somehow got to a 711 gear score wearing capacious crescents and Tungrat earrings. That should tell you how seriously up this is. Okay, again, here's your next gear upgrade. There it is. I fixed it for you. Done. Easy. Okay. Okay, so immediately the artifacts. Next is semi-immediately Vel's Heart. Now we need to address the greater problem situation as it stands currently. Number one, Tet is like completely free. At least get this to Tet. And to be honest with you, you're a Dark Knight. Let's be honest, you're a rank 1 gooner as far as the Black Desert Online community is concerned. The only thing that Dark Knights really care about is how attractive your character model is, and then how attractive your weapons are. The fact that you don't at least have Pen Sovereign after getting a Sovereign weapon is literally hurting the entire Dark Knight community as a whole. All of us, I as a Dark Knight main, am offended that your weapon is not glowing. So that needs to be Pen. Okay. Now, more importantly, though, I'm going to leave this a try for a second because that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that you immediately get to Karazad because this is griefing the shit out of you. All of this stuff, it seems like you're a returning player because all of this shit is old. I don't know. You can't be a returning player because you have Ator's Exalted. There's no way you're a returning player because you would have had Vel's Heart. It's like you're just a new player that just... I don't know, you just like watched my gear guide to like the 20-minute mark and you were like, I've got it from here, Blue, it's fine. And then you just literally took a left turn off the road and drove off a cliff. You need to go to Karazad. Karazad is objectively the best accessory set in the game. Everything that you're currently wearing in your accessory set is complete garbage, useless. Okay, you're over 700 gear score. You should have graduated to Karazad a long time ago. And I know what you're thinking. But Blue, what if I just buy Pen Debos and I transfer them to New Karazad? It's BIS. Yes. For who never want to leave Velia and want to pay to win all the time, you're right. It is BIS. You true. That is technically the best bang for your buck. However, you will lose out on silver per hour so dramatically trying to grind for one of those at a time that you really end up losing silver overall. You'll get to your gear faster if you just transition over to Karazad's and then pump. Okay, so this needs to be Karazad immediately. And again, Pen is like reasonable to get to. And again, you can just deck your Tuvala and get a free Tet Karazad. Okay, which then you're gonna hit to Pen because it's basically like it's a piece of cake. Getting to Pen Karazad is a piece of cake. I did most of mine in like a day. But I was a veteran player. I had a decent amount of Essence of Dawn. It'll take you a little bit longer, but it still can't. It's not that hard. It's not that bad. Pen is not that bad. It's not like Duo. This is free. This is not free, but it's cakewalk. Pretty easy. Where do I get those Essence of Dawns? Okay, that's a good question. Essence of Dawn, for those of you new players that don't know, is very difficult to get on the marketplace. Okay. This, if you put orders on this, you will never get it. You will never get it. You have to be smart about how you do this. A lot of players are going to go enhance accessories. I do this for content. It's important to understand that what I am... Okay, I feel like I'm at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Like, I'm Blue Squadron, and I'm... Hi, Blue Squadron. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. And I enhance my crescent rings because, you know, I'm mentally ill and it's good content. And to be honestly, the real reason is I'm committed. The best way to get essences is not through enhancing anything. It's the guaranteed way. You need to type Juan into the search bar here, and you need to put orders down on all of these. Okay. All of these crystals trade 1-for-1 for Essence of Dawn. And you'll notice that they cost the exact same Golden Pig Cave NA, by the way. They cost the exact same amount of money as Essences Dawn do. And you can actually get these. I get like 50. If you have orders on every single 10 orders on every one of these, you get like 10 a day, 15 a day. Like you get a lot of these because they drop at Honglim base, which is the most common grind zone in the game. So like, yeah, you just need to put orders on the wand crystals. If you're feeling spicy and you have a lot of extra money, there's bond crystals. These trade 10 for 1. Okay, so 1 bond crystal is 10 Essence of Dawn, but you'll notice again, it's a billion silver. It's still the same exchange rate, but this is how you get it. I will say that these are rarer. These are more difficult to get. I have not had an order fill on these when I've had orders down on them quite yet. But like, again, this is how you get Essence of Dawn. That's the best way to get Essence of Dawn in the game. Okay. All right. All of this needs to be Karazad. I don't care. Your AP is now 305. Let's take a look at your AP with even a Tet. Let's try Karazad is better than what you're wearing right now. Duo Karazad is better than what you're wearing right now. Homie. Like, what are we talking about? Now you're at 306. Let's take a look at where the Karazad is. Duo Karazad. And Duo is free on Karazad. Duo is completely free. You get a Karazad, you get it to try, guaranteed the first, so you just click it. Boom. No crons. You just click it straight up there. It's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. Okay. So like all of these need to be replaced. The pen crescent's a little harder. You can leave this here for now because that is going to require you to have, I think, a pen Karazad in order to replace. Let me double check that. Yeah, a Tet Karazad is equivalent, but opens up the crystal slot, which is better. So Tet Karazad is better than the pen crescent. Tri Karazad is still better, but you're going to lower your AP, but you're still going to have more like non-sheet AP. But again, yeah, you should get to Tet Karazad. These are terrible. You should never have done this. These need to be melted for Essence of Dawn or sold basically immediately. And again, it's Karazad every time. And you'll notice, look how high your AP is now. And then you also have the crystals opened up. I don't understand how you got to 5 crystals on a sovereign on a sovereign weapon without going to Karazad is literally, and also having an Ator's is literally also, but you have running predations. It's a disaster. Now you're in a better spot. Now that you've hit the 309 bracket for your Succession Dark Knight, I assume that your Succession, again, pen is important cosmetically, but maybe not as important for your gear wheel. Okay. I'm okay with the DR on Dark Knight. It does allow you to run more damage in your crystal setup. So yeah, you're not as committed on your crystal setup. You can run, as I said in my gear guide, DK is one of the classes in the game. You can go DR or evasion. A case can be made for both. Succession Dark Knight does have an evasion passive on Wheel of Fortune, but it's not super great. It's like 9% or something for like 5 or 6 seconds. It's like whatever. And the DR, you can run stronger crystals with DR, so like I'm okay with DR. Yeah, okay, there you go. That's what you need to fix. Then you're gonna come back, and once you get to here, don't do anything. Okay, you come right back to me, you ask for help again. Okay, because clearly every time you make a decision about your gear, it ends. Okay. Has he ran his journals? Yeah, I checked that. His journals are all done. The room is clean. Okay. It's important to understand that what I am... Anyways. Okay, who is next? Okay, all right. By the way, you need to understand that for gear advice, guys, I am going to roast you. It's going to happen. Okay? I am not trying to harass you. I am going to help you. But I'm also going to make fun of you in a fun way. Okay? So, if you redeem for gear advice, you are consenting to me poking fun at your gear in a reasonable way. Okay. Everybody type I consent. Everybody consents. We're good? All right. Dundies. Hey man, this is plausible deniability for like the Karens that like to report me. I consent. Good. Okay, perfect. Well, I haven't seen Dundies say it. Dundies. I need an I consent. Yes, I do. Okay, perfect. All right. Ironically, this is the best gear wheel that I've seen so far. This is not a... This person has a brain. Okay, let's see. Nice. Clean room. Crystals look pretty solid. Could use a little work here, but that's fine. All right. Yeah, so guys, this is a Dosa. I'm not sure if he's Awakening or Succession Dosa. Are you Awakening or Succession Dosa? You play both. Awakening. Okay. First thing you need to do, you need to put all your crystals in your sovereign weapon. And to be clear, I know that this is hard to do. I still haven't done it for my sovereign weapon, so I get it. But I don't grind as much on my main account. It doesn't matter to me as much. But if you're actually grinding, you need to get these crystals in here. It's not even a question. Critical hit, back attack damage are great. Not air attack. That's dumb. Down attack damage is really good. Where's AP? There. AP is obviously Bis. And then critical hit rate is probably pretty solid too. But you could also go with accuracy. That's fine too. Okay. You could also go with, if you wanted to go defensive, you could too. But again, if you just want to go per PvE, I would go critical hit rate is usually more consistent. And again, you just do the same thing on the main end. You need crit chance for Dosa. Okay, there you go. So yeah, I would go for crit hit because most classes need that. Most classes are not running 100% crit all the time. It just helps. It just helps. Down attack does help intermittently. You can sub this one out. Back attack is the most important of all of the damage, except for maybe critical hit damage. Critical hit damage, then back attack, then down attack. If you don't want to run down attack, you can run accuracy instead if you like. That's fine too. That is also acceptable, but you need to put crystals in here, all of them. Yay. Okay, that's the next most immediate thing that you have to do. Then you have Oct, Sept, Pen. I like that you left the earrings at Pen. These are total ass. Guys, watch his gear score. Watch this. Nothing. +1. +1. It should be +1 again. Yeah, okay, so Hex doesn't give you anything. So you kind of end up sitting on Pen earrings for a long time, because unless you're planning on getting them immediately to Sept, you're really not seeing any advantage. Okay. Looks like you're running all out attack, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and say you have a lot of AP. You have no DP. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. The only thing that's gonna keep you from grinding like really high end spots at this point is this. So you need to get your crystals and then fully try all your armor. It's going to take forever. It requires a lot of crown stones. It took me a long time. I think I have a Tet chest piece and then full tri armor here. You don't need to get Tet. Tet is really hard. Tet is incredibly difficult, but tri is hard. Tri is really hard. I pitied my boots and I almost pitied my helmet. My chest piece was like 6 attempts. My gloves were like 8 attempts. Like it was rough. You can buy it. You can buy it, but like I just tapped it with crown stones. Nowadays, you know, it's the crown stones is the meta. But yeah, that's it, bro. Your gear looks really good, man. Your gear looks really good. BBB Blossom Cherry, I need your gear and an I consent. The next round of gear advice doesn't have to type I consent. It's just like I'll do an ad before it. You guys are laughing, but like you guys all know why, right? Everybody gets it. Everybody understands, right? Like like we have to, otherwise the virtue signaling Karens will take over, right? Like, okay, like here's the deal. I'm not gonna pull punches because people like being roasted, right? That's my content. I'm gonna still go in on people, but I do need people to like be like, yeah, no, I'm good with it. There you go. That way I have plausible deniability on Twitch when it happens, or I can tell Twitch, hey, they can set to everything's fine. Like, are you able to do a console wheel? I am, but you're gonna get timed out. You have to wait for me to call your name, buddy. All right. You have to redeem it and wait for me to call your name. This gear is not... This gear is okay. It is not the best gear I have seen, but it is better than the last Sork that we witnessed. This looks pretty good. I will say this. Stopping at C14 is fine. I like C15. Sork already struggles with accuracy in general. C15 gives you 4 extra accuracy or whatever, so it's really good. Like, you should just go to C15. You don't have to go any further than C15 if you don't want to, but a lot of people don't understand that, yes, you get the AP at 14, but C15 gives you 4 accuracy. Okay. I see no option to redeem. I do it in waves. So after I'm finished with this wave of redeems, I will open it up again. You can redeem, and then I'm going to close it again. Okay. You're running DR on Sork. I already explained why this is stupid. I personally would run evasion. You can call me stupid if you want. I'm right. You're wrong. Deal with it. I don't care. I am literally right. You're running all out attack, which is the perfect thing to run on Sork. You're basically glass cannon is... I love it. I love it. But again, if you want to run DR on Sork, I think it's just stupid because you're just... for all the reasons I listed, I think it's dumb. You should just run evasion. And it's really easy to swap. You should swap it to evasion. That being said, outside of that, looking at your AP DP, your DP is about as high as it's going to be able to go. With the exception of going to maybe C20. Yeah, you can C20 your Kudum to get a little bit more DP out of it. And you already want to C15 it because you get a little accuracy out of the deal. But like C20 at least gives you a little bit more tankiness. But by the way, C20 is going to give you evasion. Okay, so the Kudum DP is not really helping you because it's evasion in most cases. But if you are evasion armor and you have the evasion passives, the Kudum DP will help you a lot more because you're going to get more value from it. So again, evasion. But C20 on this. Aside from that, it's AP time. It's every Sork loves to build AP all the time, every time. You always enhance the necklace first. Personally, I think the necklace honestly probably needs to go to Oct. And then you should push these to Sept. Actually, never mind. Oh, I didn't realize that these were... Okay, hold up. So these need to go to Hex, for sure. Okay, and your necklace should always be 1 level in front of the rest of your gear. Okay, these can stay at Pen. That's fine. This, okay, before you enhance these to Sept, you can go to Sept on these first. Personally, I would rather you just boom, because that's +2, right? And you're 330. That's W. Now you can do the dungeon or whatever if you want to. Then push these to Sept. It's fine. Okay, once these are all Sept, why is he missing DP? He's got less DP than he should have. No, that's the right amount of DP. I forgot I have a chest piece. I'm wondering if your earrings should get enhanced now. I think this is when you push the earrings. I'll be honest. I think this is when in the earrings you need to save up money and just go straight up. Boom. It's gonna suck and you're gonna hate it. And you know what? You're building AP on a Sork. You're gonna love it. Don't enhance earrings and buy Pendistos. That person is chat. Don't listen to him. Anyway, this is what you're doing. Debos. Oh, Debos. Don't enhance the earrings. Do Debos. Okay, so that's... No, he can't do that because he's already committed on Karazhan. I could see sitting on a disto... Okay, here's what I... Okay. I could see if you want to sit on, like... If you have a pen disto and you want to sit on it until you hit a pen Debo and then trade the Debo for a Nuve earring. I could see that. It's still kind of grief, but you know what? It's cost efficient. You know, I respect it. That's fine. That would be acceptable. But the position he's in, he's already got a Karazhan, so he's not going to do that. Anyway, this is what you're going to do. Pendisto is not grief. Butter pumpkin. It is griefing. But I don't have time for you today. Okay, moving on. This was Cherry. Leviosa? Let's see it. Okay, there's the I consent. Where's the gear wheel? This is a little ridiculous, but you know what? It's actually kind of funny. Brace yourself. Oh dear. Bro, you better be hot in real life. You better be hot. Okay? Because, like, I'll be honest with you. You're an idiot. Okay? You're an idiot. And the only reason that men or women put up with a stupid partner is because they're hot. Okay? And if you're super hot, men and women are going to look at this and say, I can fix him. You know? But if you're an ugly, fat ass, middle-aged white dude or some shit with a beard, like moderating Reddit, you're hopeless, bro. You just need to just go throw your life savings into the new Wuthering Waves character, honestly. This is old. Are you kidding me? It's like showing me a before and after photo and the person is more obese after than before. Like, did you mix up the two photos? No, wait, Blue, it's better. I started conferencing it. Wait. You're more stupid. I was gonna save you from making the mistake. Now you're committed. Holy shit. Wait. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Wait, stop, Blue. It's updated. I can save it. So now you have the people that swear the DR is better. And I guarantee you, if you ask an intelligent player that is like, DR is better, and then you ask them, do you think that I should have on one of each as a 600 gear score player? Or do you think that I should commit to one path or the other? They're going to tell you, if they're smart, don't go hybrid ever for any reason whatsoever. Like ever. You Taylor Swift ever. And I know you listen to her. I know you do. I'm looking at your gear wheel. I can just see it. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm going to address one problem at a time. Homie, this takes like 30 minutes. Just like 30 minutes. You don't even gotta wait a week anymore. You just do it all at the same time. 30 minutes. Clean your room. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Number one, chat. Never go dim tree. It is horrible. It is really bad. Okay. The fact that he has a dim tree is okay. However, he could have saved it by swapping it to a red nose. Then he decided to Kafris it. So now we are committed. If you're wondering the difference between red nose and Dimtree, it's about 6 billion silver. Maybe 4 billion silver in Kafris. Because you have to C10 them. You have to put Kafris, there's little eggs in them, to get them to C10. The Dimtree actually requires more Kafris than the red nose does. That's why red nose is better, because it's a temporary chess piece anyway. You might as well go with the cheaper one. He is already committed at this point, which means that pulling out the Kafra stones and then selling the red nose and buying the Dimtree means he's going to take too much damage in market tax, and then having to put the Kafras back in, he's just going to lose too much. At this point, you might as well just C10 the Dim. You're cooked. Never mind the fact that you're running a base Kaposha. We have no idea what happened here. Like, it's like the doctor said when he came out. This is the worst. I can't even. This is like a pack. Like, I gotta. Holy dude. Okay, dude. You should have a better earring. I don't know how you got to the point where you somehow have a Tet Disto and a base Kaposha earring, but you have got to have, there's just no way. There's gotta be a better earring. And if you don't have a better earring, honestly, just do that. It's like 4 or 5 billion, it's like 5 bill or some shit to make it, and he'll put it immediately at try. You know what I mean? We might as well put him on the track. It's like 5 bill or so. You have a bigger problem though. This needs to be exchanged for, at this point, you have the Pen Aragons. You f***ed up. I think that Striker is an evasion class. It should be built evasion. However, Striker is the main character of the developers. The developers love Striker. They refuse to nerf it for any reason. It's their favorite class in the entire game. And so Striker is playable with DR, as is its sister class, Mystic, but they love Striker more. So you can really play Striker with whatever the f you want, because the devs just don't care. It has incredible evasion passives and are really good, but if you want to run DR on Striker, it's okay. It's all right. But you cannot run DR and evasion on Striker. It's like you literally, you were like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if I built one of both? Like, dude, as if the millions of adventurers that came before you hadn't already had this thought and realized that they were too. Okay, it's like the same realization when somebody for the first time, they're like, wait a minute, I have 3 base crescent rings in my inventory. Wait, what if I enhance them to duo and then sell it? And then it works the first time, and then they go to their friends, they puff their chest out, they go to their friends, they're like, oh shit, I have this great way for making money. I buy these base crescents off the marketplace, and then I enhance them to duo. And they're like, well, what about the loss and fail stacks? And you're like, yeah. Okay, you're not the first person that's thought about this. Okay, you're just because you didn't think it all the way through. So at this point, you've committed to DR because the Aragons are already so you need to have pen begs. Okay, exchange the levers for begs. You can do that at Jatina. I'm assuming that's a Jatina. Okay, it's literally just that simple. Okay, so then this is fine. This is an acceptable route. You're okay. Again, I would always recommend evasion for Striker because it has such strong evasion passives and it's meant to be built evasion. That's the way that the devs would like to push it. But again, Striker is one of those classes. It can do both. And since DR is so strong and Striker is the strongest class in the game in PvE, PvP, large scale, small scale, 1v1, it's the best class in the game at everything. You can just run DR on it. You'll be fine. Oh, he's Mystic? Oh, my bad. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Sorry, they're both gauntlets and I didn't click on the awakening weapon. I just assumed that you were smarter than that. Okay, so I'll fix it for you. Reroll the Striker. Am I wrong? Best gear advice I can give you, play Striker instead. Why the f would you play Mystic? I mean, like, the Striker just better in every way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally just objectively better. Why? I didn't even think to look at the Awakening weapon. That's my fault, guys. That's my mistake. I should have known. That's my bad. That's my bad. The only reason to play Mystic is because she is unarguably has the best legs in the entire game. That's the truth. That's the truth. But Striker is objectively stronger. Now, if you insist on playing Mystic, and I meme, but again, I know that you're because you made a Sovereign weapon, didn't put any crystals in it, and left it at duo. So you also made a Pen Uragons with a Tet Libers. You're just not super bright. Just not right quite there. But since you're an Awakening Mist, and again, everything I said about Striker, also same thing for Mystic. It is the exact same thing for Mystic. Mystic gets splash damage. She indirectly, when Striker does really well, Mystic also does really well. But because the BDO developers are sexist, Striker is always better than Mystic. But whenever Striker gets better, Mystic gets better. Okay, it's usually just how it is. Okay, so like because Striker is really good, Mystic is also really strong. But like she is overshadowed by her Striker counterpart. I know what you're all thinking. Wow, that was really weird to say that the BDO devs are sexist. Well, let's think about it for a second. Well, what's better, Meiwa or Musa? It's Musa, right? It's Musa. What's better, Warrior or Valkyrie? Come on. What's better, Striker or Mystic? Archer or Ranger? They're both female. Doesn't count. Can't use that example. Wizard or Witch is probably the only example in the game that you could technically say. Oh, Ninja or Kuno? It's Ninja every time. Am I wrong? It's Ninja every time, right? Ninja every time. All the Kuno mains are like, yep, based and true. Buff Kuno, please. Okay. Wizard has always traditionally also been better than Witch. However, at end game grinding, Witch is stronger because it has more frontal guards. But at everything else, Awakening Wizard is still better. At the highest of the high end, when you're at risk of dying, Awakening Wizard is worse than Witch. But everything else, Awakening Wizard is still better. Until Thursday. True, until this patch coming up where Wizard is getting another buff to make it better. There it is. So again, Blue, the BDO devs aren't sexist, and then I put the examples in it. Wait. But when you start thinking about it, it starts making a lot of sense. Okay? You know what I mean? Why are the male classes always better than the female counterpart? The only way to have a female be dominant is to just not have a male counterpart. I need a female berserker. It's called a guardian. What's better, guardian or berserker? We already know it. You know it. I know it. We all know it. It's the Zerker. It's the Zerker. Again, not really a fair comparison. No, they're both male classes. What about Dosa? Dosa's a femboy. It doesn't really count. Doesn't have a female counterpart. But like, you start thinking about it, the male classes really are. It's like, wait, what the? Wait, what? Anyway, everything I said about Striker. I'm sorry that I didn't realize it was a Mystic earlier. I should have. I've played a lot of Mystic. I just didn't look at the Sovereign weapon. I'm not used to looking at that Sovereign weapon. Mystic's DR is just as you can run DR on Mystic and be A-okay, but you cannot run hybrid. Not at your gear score. At like 795 gear score, you can run hybrid and be okay because you can run anything and basically just turn your monitor off and kill everything. But like, it's really not. It's not viable. Okay, you need to pick one or the other. Since you committed to DR, you're gonna run DR. Now, some of the worst part of your gears I haven't even addressed yet is actually the fact that you somehow have gotten to like 600 gear score and have not fixed your artifact situation. You're running monster damage reduction and you're grinding at centaurs. Is there a reason for that, or you just like there is literally no reason to be running monster damage reduction for any reason ever. Okay, Star's End actually even worse, because then the monster damage would actually have helped you. You need to put on monster AP, but I'm afraid I'm gonna die. If you're dying at Star's End, it's because you need to actually be playing Maple Story. Yeah, this game is not for you. Okay, now, what's he running here? He's running Well Prepared. What? You're so okay, hold. Pause. Homie. Watch this. You're running 50% combat EXP with 25% in this slot right here. Okay. Okay, so what is it? 75% total? Okay. Or isn't it? Maybe it's just 4 combats, is it not? Oh, there it is. Yeah. That is what you want to be running. 400% combat EXP far outweighs 5% skill EXP. Skill EXP is complete dog shit ass. You do not need skill EXP for any reason. Do not get baited into paying to win for skill EXP, for getting skill EXP buffs, using it in your Lightstone set. Skill EXP is dog water worthless. Okay, combat EXP is useful. You just run 4 combats. And I know what you're thinking. Oh man, how much is that gonna cost me? Kyle, you're still an idiot. 20 million? Oh, Jesus. I don't know how you're gonna do it while you're saving up for your lemurs. Okay? All right. So now that we've at least reasonably fixed that, this is also a mistake. I don't know why you have a disto. I don't know where the disto came from. You probably bought it. No, you grind Stars and you tapped it and you were like, okay, no. Okay, this is stupid. First of all, stop grinding Stars in. I guarantee you, no matter what, there's a better place to be grinding. Guaranteed. My Where to Grind guide should have come out. I think my Where to Grind guide came out. But you're what, 285, 341? You can't do Hong Lim yet. But honestly, history is better than Star's End is. It's not even close. Like normal history is stronger than Star's End. I tried, I died. Yeah, you don't go to the Hong Lim. You can't do that yet. And you're not strong enough for giants quite yet. You could technically do orcs. You could do orcs with 341 with DR on a mystic. You could do it. You could do orcs. And Awakening Mystic is good at it. Kortuga is stronger than Histria, but it's tougher to get to. He could do Honglim if he was good. Homie, you're talking about somebody that's running a DR artifact and was running Libers with Uragons and got Dim Tree and has a duo Sovereign with absolutely no crystals. We're basically running on Windows Vista here. You're dreaming. Now, Karazad. You need to start putting... God, these crystals are expensive. I don't really want to tell you to do this. Hold on. they're not. They're not that bad. Some of them are. Some of them are. But they're not that bad. You put some of the cheaper ones in. So like immediately, you need to put the cheaper ones in. Critical hit, damage. If critical hit, is that one of the cheaper ones? Let's see. Critical hit rate, critical hit damage. Yeah, it's cheap. You just get that one. Critical hit damage for sure. We're gonna go critical hit rate. Yep. You can't probably afford back attack damage, but you said you were grinding, like if you're gonna grind it like orcs, or at Kortuga. Well, Kortuga doesn't have down attack damage. If you can afford back attack damage, grab it. It's like 500 mil or something though. If you can afford AP, grab it. It's gonna be really expensive though. And on Mystic, accuracy's probably okay. Accuracy's probably okay. Down attack damage, you're probably not going to grind anywhere that has down attacks. Not in the near future. Unless you... Yeah, no, you just... Yeah, just go accuracy for now. Okay, so this is what you need to do. You don't need to do it right away, but I recommend buying like the really cheap ones that you can afford. It's only going to take like a bill and a half. BSR is not a bad option too. It's really cheap. It does help you get your ultimate more, and the ultimate on Awakening Mystic is hot as... I don't know if you guys have ever seen her use it, but she's kind of cooking. She's kind of cooking with that. But like, you need to look at this. It's really cheap, really easy, really good stats for you. Unbelievably, he does have his journals done. You're actually going to sit on this disto despite the fact that you shouldn't have made it. Now it's here, so you're going to keep it. Okay. You're going to keep throwing Kafras in your armor until it's C6 at least. And again, this is where like the actual gear advice starts, by the way, because everything I've told you to do to this point, except for this is like a few billion, right? But like it's infinitely better. Like you were running a base Kaposha. This has 16 AP and allows you to run the thing, the crystal. This has 13 AP, so you're getting 3 sheet AP and the crystal. It's giga for 5 bill. That's a lot. That's a lot. At least put it at try. It shouldn't cost you very much after you get the base. You try is pretty easy to get. At this point, and this you should be able to hit this really fast. You need to Kafras your armor as your first and highest priority. Okay, because if you can get to 360 DP, you can go to Honglim and you should be fine. But like, to be clear, at Honglim base, if you're running hybrid, even at 360, you're not going to be able to do it. You need to be full DR at Honglim or full evasion. Full evasion Mystic will work at Honglim. Full DR Mystic will work at Honglim. Hybrid Mystic is and will not work at Honglim. This is why that's stupid. You can't do that. You just don't have enough of that either. Okay, but like you committed on the DR, that's fine. We're just gonna have you build the DR. This can probably be a Karazah. After you get like C6, you can probably you upgrade this first to Duo. Okay. Oh, my bad. We're on the DR arc. Okay. When you go to make your other armor piece, you're going to do the helmet next, not the chest piece, because you up on the chest piece. You're going to put off that mistake as long as possible. You make the helmet next. Most people would do the chest next because it's the next cheapest flame. You're not. You're going to do the helmet. And then you're going to do the chest piece after that. But yeah, you're going to, this is where you need to go. And by the way, to get to 301, really easy. Pen Kaposha. I mean, pen, deck your Tuvala. Deck your Tuvala. You haven't decked your Tuvala yet because you had no Karazad on. You need to deck your Tuvala. Boom. It's going to give you a Tet Karazad necklace. You're going to take the necklace, not the earring. You're going to take the necklace. Okay? Always the necklace. Then you're going to make the earring. Does that make sense? You can do this immediately. That's boo. Okay? And you're at 300. Okay, yeah, whatever. Just hit this to try. That's a joke. Okay. Don't I need DP more than AP right now? Didn't I literally just give you a of DP? Didn't I literally just tell you to go to C6 and then duo this? Don't listen to chat. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to chat. Listen to me. Okay. C6 and duo this. Okay. 368 DP is a really solid DP marker. After that, you need to be 301. Okay, once you're 301, then you could look back at your DP, but I would recommend getting to 305, believe it or not. The way you get to 305 is, you guessed it, more Charizard. More Charizard. You just get 1 pen ring, or you can go tat ring, tat belt. We'll get you way over it. You honest go try of each, right? But that's going to be like 10 bill. But like there's 305. Once you're 305, then you can go back and build DP again. Okay. Never listen to Utaro. If you're shy, you can listen to Utaro. He has very good opinions on how to build shy and how to play combat shy. He's best in the business at that, but that's an extremely niche thing. Okay, I think I fixed it. This was a disaster, though. I'll be honest with you, it's a disaster. By the way, at this point, once you're 660, 670 gear score, 2 things need to happen, okay? You need to go to Kabua's first, and then you need to go to Vel's. Okay. Okay. What about the offhand? You can reform this whenever it's convenient for you. It's only like 3 bill or something to pen the Kudum. Just do that when it's convenient for you. Okay. Like whenever you feel like it. Yeah, reform 4 is basically literally free. It's like a total joke. Dog McFish, 5 months, buddy. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. Let's move on to the next person. This is enough. That was a disaster. Thydos, I need an eye consent in your gear score, or in your gear. Does everyone feel adequately helped? Honestly, of course you do. What other streamer is going to sit here and lecture you on your gear like this? Even if I'm not helping your gear, like, holy shit, bro. Bro, you're getting knowledge. This is a knowledge dump. I'm knowledge dumping. I just came back to BDO, to the game 3 weeks ago. I consent. Oh boy. I came back to the game 3 weeks ago. Already has better gear than our previous contestant. Just saying. Just saying. Now you've still seriously f***ed up. We're gonna play a game of where is the f*** up. All right, chat. I'm gonna start circling gear slots. Which one of these is not like the others? Which one of these just doesn't belong? You don't belong. You were an accident. What the f is going on my driveway? Oh. Okay. Okay. You were an accident. Okay. Your parents didn't want to tell you. I'm here to tell you, okay? He's kidding. You're worth it. You probably weren't. Just be honest. But you're here now, and so we have to deal with you. Now, the dim tree was a massive mistake. This was stupid as stop picking the dim tree. And to be clear, I think the devs need to fix this. The devs need to probably remove dim tree. There's really no reason to be building it. Like there's like, it serves it as a deterrent for new players. It really just hurts. It hurts a new player, in my opinion. Like you're literally just costing players more money. It doesn't make any sense. It's not like a choice that they're going to be living with for longer than a few weeks, but it's just going to cost you more money now. Like I really just, or honestly, they don't need to remove dim tree. Just make it the same Kafras. Like I don't understand why the Kafras amount is different. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, this was stupid, but you've committed to it, so now you're going to sit here. You're playing Nova, which makes you a Giga Chad. Are you Awakening or a Succession Nova? Awakening. Okay. All right. So, honestly, I'm going to try to speak a little bit slower because I understand with all, like the blur that you see with all of the cocaine. Speaking more slowly is probably like a reasonable pace for you. So, this roar. So you're running demi-human with full Charizard. This is good. Honestly, the rest of this looks really good. And then I looked under his bed. And I saw the roaches. Clean your room. Okay, especially, I'll be honest with you, the most important journal is Pavino Greco's. If I ask chat right now, hey chat, what's more important? 1 DP or 600 HP? Which one do you think keeps you alive at the high-end spots more, chat? Which one? 600 HP or 1 DP? I hate Pavino. Pavino's a joke. You hate all of them. You hate all of them. 1 AP. It's DP! It's DP! Damn it. Never mind. Chat's just... Okay, it's the HP. You need to do the HP first. HP first. Okay. But you need to just do all of them. Get them done. I don't care. Do it. Do it. I ask what's better, 1 DP or 600 HP, and chat's like, the AP. Oh my God. Your light stones, this is the first thing you're gonna do, okay? Like right now. Your next immediate, like 5 to 10 billion silver is Caboose. Okay. Caboose for sure. Not only are you gonna do more damage, but it makes you tankier. It's like, it's obvious. You've got to do Caboose. At this point though, I'll be honest. God, your gear looks really solid. I'm gonna say C6 here. You can sit on this. You're 305 already. Like I told the other guy, you're 305. Perfect. Perfect. And keep in mind how much easier it was for him to hit 305 with the Karazhan on. Is really, really good. Honestly, you need to finish your next Fallen God here. Now you're at 384. Now you need to push the 309 bracket. There's a couple different ways that you can do that. You can start conferencing your Kudum, which isn't going to help you very much because you're a DR focused class. And it's not going to give you very much AP value. But like you can go pen on the belt. I personally, before I do pen on the belt, and I said this before, I would do hex on the necklace, then pen the belt, then pen the rings. Okay. And then you're 309, 311. Yeah, you don't have to do all of that if you don't want to. But like that's the order that I would do it in when you go to do it. That's 308, so you really only need to pen the belt. Okay, there you go. And to be clear, now your 309 bracket, 384. Best upgrade for you at this point is your Vels, because you can also immediately exalt it. You get AP and DP. Okay, so at that point, you cooking. You cooking. You're at 309, 311, 388. At this point, you're looking at the 401 DP bracket, and then of course you're gonna have to fix the mistake that you made right here. Do not sell it for the dim tree. It's just not gonna be worth it for you. This, and then you're eventually gonna upgrade this as well here. Boom. Okay. All right. Moving on. I have a question. If I get an Awakening Blackstar on my main hand, do I get it on my character if I tag it? Yes. Unless it is a shy. In which case, you're dead in the water. All of the water gear will be copied pound for pound to the alternate account. Okay, so I have two characters. I have two characters tagged together right now. This is my DK's main gear. Okay, and you'll notice I actually have Sovereign, which is even stronger than the Blackstar. And I have her tagged to the Scholar. And you notice that she also has the Sovereign weapons. Okay. All right. Okay, we're almost through this round. It was Bub Tray. Dome over me. Dome over me. Dom over me. Oh, you need Jesus. Holy exclamation point Jesus. Holy shit. Honestly though, probably an Evelyn enjoyer. I respect it. So close. Okay, Dom over me. I need you to say that I consent. Okay, yeah. Of course you do. Your name is Dom. Why do I even need to ask? Why? What are we talking about? Now I'm the holy shit. Homie, your 773 gear score, you don't know what to do. How much was the account? Okay. I kid. You have a deck necklace on. Bro, your sovereign is way behind. You decked your neck. So you had a pen Debo. You traded it for the new sovereign. And then when they gave you the hammer, it one tapped. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Chat, you know what that means. It was 7 clicks. 7 whole clicks. Holy shit. Well, that changes everything. Shut up. What's your family name? So that we know who to whisper in game to congratulate. Anyway. That's insane. I don't know what's stupider, the fact that you tapped it for 7 times like an idiot, or the fact that it went. So this is a striker. He has evasion, a lot of AP, and to be honest, so for those of you that don't know and are wondering, do you enhance Karazad or Sovereign first? Karazad, every time. Karazad pound for pound is going to cost less Cronstones than Sovereign until the really high levels. But he is at a point now where you do need to push this probably to Sept, at least. I understand you're probably a succession striker based on the gauntlet. And since this is Oct right now, this is fine. Your gauntlet's fine. You're looking at Nuve here. Nuve here. This better be all out of attack. It is. Nuve this. This gives you an AP, so this is good. Here, I don't... Deck is so hard. I do think that you should Nuve this first. Deck is literally just that hard. And you should Nuve this too. Because it'll be easier, like, overall. Then you can look at going... Like, Nuve is, like, reasonable. Everybody that's done it knows. Nuve is, like, reasonable. Like, yeah, it's hard. But, like, Deck is, like, holy shit hard. Nuve is, like, okay, it's approachable, but it's going to cost a lot of money. Right. Okay, so after this... Okay, I like the Sep, Oct. Good, because you keep the necklace one step in front of everything else. At this point, I think you should at least hex your Sov. You're probably hexing the Sovereign now. You can keep them 2 levels behind the necklace here. And then I think... And again, to keep the Nuve, then Oct, 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 Oct. Then this is going to get pushed to Oct. Okay. That's when you need to push the Sovereigns up to Oct. Because like Nuve, by the time you're going for Nuve's a little bit harder. Oct is reasonable. Nuve is reasonable. Deck is like, don't even look at it. It's not a fun time. Like, but like, I think, yeah, you could go to Sept with it. Then go Nuve on these. Then go to Oct. That's fine too. Cup on the earring. I'm sure he just forgot to click it. There's just no way that he doesn't have the cup on the earring. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. But yeah, no, this gear actually looks really good. Did I already fix this? Did I fix this gear already? Because this gear looked good. I feel like I fixed this. Am I looking at the wrong one? This is mine? Oh, I'm looking at Cherry's. Oh, I'm like, damn, I feel like that gear looks way too smart to be a chatter. That's like, here we go. Okay, no, here we go. Yeah, and this I already fixed too, right? Yeah, I already fixed this. Your Nuve all the way around. Sure, Nuve. Homie, what we gonna do next? We're gonna deck literally everything. Personally, I think that the deck Sovereign is more impressive Deck Sovereign is more impressive, and I think it gives you, what, 2 AP? But Hex might be a little easier. Or Deck might be a little bit easier on the cures. That's going to cost less. But this is more impressive, let's be honest. So you think more AP over Tet Fallen Gods. So the time that you want to go for Tet Fallen God is a good question. The time you want to go for Tet Fallen God is in this position. So your position is, okay, do I go for Deck or do I get Tet Fallen God? Personally, I would do Tet Fallen God because Tet Fallen God is cheaper and actually helps you a lot more. But like some people just like the AP monkey and they don't like increasing their DP very much. So like right here, yeah, you should go for Tet Fallen God. This is when you want to do it. When everything else is new, that's when you want to Tet your Fallen God. You sit on try for a really long time because Tet is so hard to get. Tet Fallen God, chat knows, Tet Fallen God is a bitch. Tet Fallen God is really hard. Like try is hard. Tet is like, holy shit. Because Tet is like the soft cap. Like Tet is essentially Deck in the other slots. Like it is really hard to get. It's like you don't really do it until everything else is new. Yeah. So once it's all new, then you're gonna do Tet Fallen God. Okay. Dippin' Dots. Currently 17 out of 50. No Tet Fallen God. Oof. Yeah, man, it sucks, dude. I got really lucky on my chest piece. I guarantee you. I mean, I pitied my tri boots. Got lucky on the chest piece for Tet. And I've failed all my Tet attempts since then on the helmet. Yes, not. I guarantee you I pity the Tet helmet. I'm impressed. I'm genuinely impressed. Of course, he's a witch main. Right? So he's a man of culture. He's a man of intelligence, of refined taste. He knows. Okay? He doesn't f up his gear. And to be clear, almost every time I've reviewed witches in gear advice, their gear is actually built by a smart person. In most cases. It's just the truth. Like, witches tend to be more intelligent. Scholars are also, they don't f their gear up very often. Scholars don't f their gear up very often. Mystic and Strikers are the most notorious in our community. For sure. Those people, yeah, they're rough. This witch actually looking really good, to be honest. Like it's very, this one is really good. This person is smart. This is interesting. Watch your back. That's a choice, but yeah, watch your back is fine. Are you Succession or are you Awakening Witch? Both. Man after my own heart. That's how I was too. It's kind of crazy. All right. You are not going to like what I'm about to tell you. You already know what I'm going to say. You are not. You're not going to like what I have to tell you here. Because it's already overdue. Enjoy that. That's going to be fun. That's fun. That's fun. Is it just me or does the black star animation look way cooler? Look at that black star. Sovereign. Literally downgraded the icon, by the way. But yeah, you need to go Sovereign. For sure. Sovereign is your play. You got to do it. And then you need to put all your... for Witch, you're going to need critical hit, right? For sure. It's really cheap. Get it. Critical hit damage. You're going to need back attack damage. Let's be honest. That's Giga. And then AP, obviously. In my opinion, accuracy is probably best next, especially if you're playing Succession. Yeah, and you run that on both, by the way. You run that on both. Critical hit damage, back attack damage, all AP, critical hit rate, accuracy. Really good. Okay, this is your next step. That's like 200 and it's probably like 200 bill. Maybe it's like 180 bill. So rate you. Praying for you. Praying for you. V Kyle GB. Oh my fuck. So do you guys remember when I said like scholars and witches always get their gear right? And then I said strikers and mystics have a tendency to always get their gear wrong because they're right. Berserker is only marginally better than striker mystic. And the worst part is it's got a ton of guides available for it. So like if they just knew how to read, like, dude, I feel like their species would be able, they would go so much further. Holy shit. You are 728 gear score, wearing an exalted consort with a pen narc earring. It's impressive. It's impressive. Very impressive. Don't show this to choice. Okay, so the biggest problem that you... Wait, that's not a sovereign. No, 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 no. Okay. Where do I start here? What's the most important thing? Hold on. We work top down on him. I can fix him. Okay, he's a succession berserker. The Iron Buster doesn't matter. The Vels is first. Okay. Vels is first. You have to have Vels. You have to get this. It's not an option. You don't get to... Oh, but the consort gives me what... Ator's Power Stone would have done the same thing, sweetie. Okay. I'm trying to use small word, big word, no do trick for you. Okay. It... Not very bright. So, Vel... It better. It more number up. It more number up. Okay. Now, after that, I don't know what the f you're doing. They're stupid. Like you get 2 sheet AP and you get 4 more non-sheet AP in addition to potentially hitting a bracket, depending on which AP you're at. Like, you're massive increase in power spike. But the DP hit try, dumbass. Narc is useless. Stop building anything but Karazad. Stop doing it. So wait, let me get this straight. Well, let's back up for a minute. So your logic here, let me just back this up. Yeah, let me get this straight. Instead of just having 2 Karazads and having more AP and more crystals with the Karazads and more DP, you decide, what if I run a Tet Disto and then a Pen Narc to help make up for the DP loss from the Disto? Huh? No. 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 You're gonna run, what are we at, 323 right now? Dude, like, guys, all you have to do, I understand reading is hard. Reading is really hard. Not all of us were as hooked on phonics as the other children in our classes. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, the number 4 is greater than number 3. Okay? The disto and the narc need to be melted. Gone. You immediately put on the Kirazad. Not only do you have higher sheet AP, you also, again, your DP, still looking good. Still looking good. You have higher sheet AP and you get 2 more crystals, which is 8 more non-sheet AP. On top of, I think you hit a bracket at 324. I don't remember that. At that point, those brackets don't matter anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But like, stupid as this was also stupid as I know what you're all thinking, but like logically, I get more AP if I, guys. Everybody looks at the market and they do this. They have this exact same consideration. Okay, so that's 10.5 billion. Gives me 122 AP. Oh shit. That gives me a little bit more AP and it's half the price. Have you ever thought for a moment about why that's half the price of the other thing? It's because this is a massive money sink. This is just minus 5 bill. Minus 5 bill. In a weapons slot that is doing almost nothing for you because you're playing Succession Berserker. So like, this is a Cestus, but this is the awakening weapon for the Mystic. It's the same thing on the Berserker. Okay, this is the Iron Buster here. This is not worth it. So anybody that's looking at Goddard and thinking, oh my god, the maths. No, it doesn't. Okay, you're handed 2 pen black stars for free. Don't be with them. Okay, you can, if you make the Sovereign, that's fine, but you just take the Tet black star here and you're fine. Okay, because eventually the Tet Black Star will eventually hit pen. It will be more cost efficient overall, and you don't need the AP in the Awakening slot. It just doesn't matter as much. Like the Duo, the Fiery Iron Buster, you're going to have to replace this. You're never hitting this to pen. It's never happening. If you do try to hit it to pen, it's not cost efficient at all. You lose all your money that you gained just by sitting on this. It's like short-term game, long-term loss mentality, like number up good, dumb shit. But for now, I'm just going to leave it there because like clearly we have other issues. Okay, you need to finish cleaning your room, you barbarian ape. Okay, clean your room. All right, Kirazad earrings. And then we're probably going to look at I think 316 bracket is probably more. I think try. Yeah, you go try on like 2 of these. Then you can go hex rings. Then you can sep this if you want to. Then you try the remaining 2 of these. Okay. Try Goddard Awakening Weapons. Been on the Central Market for a year now. 9 bill, no one buying. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Well, correction. Morons buy it. I almost half expected him. It's the same people that look at this and like early game, they're like, I have Black Star weapons. That seems pretty good. Same people. Same people. Don't do this either. This is mentally ill too. Fortunately, we haven't seen one of those people yet today. Anyway. That was Kyle, so we're on the last one. V Dementor. Enhancing Pen Black Star. Use. You suck. You don't know what it's like going 0 for 50. This your first time here? What, you think I don't know what it's like to be unlucky? What, you think I'm Rampolus? You think I'm choice? You think I'm one of them? Yesterday, we pitied out our Hex belt after pitying the Crescent, after pitying the Tri boots. Okay? Add on top of that, that I don't know how you could possibly go 0 for 50 on something that has 20 maximum pity attempts. Crazy world we live in. God help us all. 15? Is it 15? It's 15. Look at that. 15. Crazy. Dude made 3 pen black stars. Not 50 anymore. Yeah. That's why this is worse. Because you could pity for a pen black star and still be cheaper than having to do this. It's still cheaper. You could pity the pen black star and it would still, unless you got one tapped all of it, which is not going to happen. Okay, that's why this is useless now. I'm one tap away from pitying pen black star. No luck here. It is what it is. Which my chat tried to exclamation point pens or whatever the Malta BDO pens. Yeah, dude, a year ago, I had one good day. Everything else was completely downhill. We got unlucky the whole year, had a good day, and now we're back down here again. I can't wait for my birthday stream this year. Surely it keeps going down. Okay, so wait, yeah, like the new guy. Yeah, the Dementor, I'm sorry. Let me see it. RNG bipolar. Okay. I'm a returning player, by the way. Melted Jatina Crescent for ring. Okay, I see. Just when I thought you couldn't go be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem your, fix your room. Now, that being said, you're gonna do all your journals. Now, you're gonna go do them. That's the first thing you're gonna go do. Your 660 gear score, you haven't finished your journals, that's unacceptable. Now, you've made some good decisions here. Okay, I don't mind the DR on the witch, that's fine. If you're an awakening witch, usually you want to go evasion. If you're succession, usually you want to go DR. But DR is fine for both anyway. It's not that big of a deal. What is this? Okay. Yep. This is your next immediate upgrade here. This is what you're going to spend your silver on right now. Okay. You are way too far along to not have Kabuas at this point. Your DP is really good. All right. DP is good. And you chose Red Nose, which was another good choice. Okay. Cons is not the end of the world. All right. But you're getting close to the time when it's time to say goodbye to the cons art. You're not quite there yet, but you're getting there. Right around 700 gear score, guys. That's when I would say that it's time to look at a Vels art, because it's just kind of an expensive upgrade. Cons, as long as you do the guild bosses 3 times, you can get the AP cons and kind of sit on it if you want to. I still would just prefer you just sit on the A tours and then sell the cons for the money like right away, so that you have gains elsewhere in your gear. But you know, it is what it is. You're looking good. Your DP's high enough. I want to see you hit 305 here. I'm wondering how I'm going to get you to 305. Have you done your deck to Vala? Oh no. Have you done your deck to Vala accessory yet? No. Okay. All right. So you're going to do that. All right. You're going to do that. You're going to do it for the necklace. All right. It's going to give you a Tet necklace. That's 2 AP right there. All right. Then you're going to make the belt. I guess the belt. You're gonna make the belt. You're gonna put it at Tet. You can honestly have it at Try. It'll be 305 Awakening. Are you an Awakening Witch or a Succession Witch? I'm doing the neck currently Sept. Okay, fine, sure. Perfect. You're a Succession Witch. Okay, so you're gonna need to put this at Pen. Okay, and DR was the correct choice for sure. Not very common. I see a Succession Witch, brethren. Okay, that's okay. You're 678 at this point. Once you're 305 AP, now it's time to push your DP to the next level. Personally, I think now you're going boom and boom. You're 397. You can kind of just stop there if you want to, because at this point, nope, that's only 1 AP. Yep, you're gonna do this. There it is. There's 30. That's the 309 bracket. Okay, and now you're 393 at this point. Okay, Vels put you at 397, and then you're gonna finish your boots out. You can conference your boots in and get your boots done. Puts you over the top. Okay. This you hold this until you're ready to make like a Hex Charizard. Okay, hold this until you're ready to make like a, honestly, Pen Charizard is going to be better than Tet Disto in my opinion. It's not in my opinion, it's a fact. Pen Charizard is going to be better than Tet Disto. So you'll hold that till you're ready to do this. Is it slightly less AP? Little bit, but like sheet. But you get so much, hidden AP for it, and you get all your DP back, which helps tremendously. Okay, helps tremendously. Hex Earring equals Pen Earring on AP. No, it does not. Nope. That's incredibly disingenuous. So what he's talking about, guys, I mean, technically he's right on sheet AP. He's right. On sheet AP, he's right. But what he's not taking into account, and he's not going to tell you, and what people aren't going to tell you, you are not going to get, actually, yeah, he's wrong. Because this doesn't 17, 18. No, it's Sept. Yeah, Sept is technically the equivalent. But what you need to understand is that although you've lost 4 DP, okay, and you don't have the Charizard Crystal, which is 4 AP. So although it has 1 more sheet AP, you've lost the 4 non-sheet AP from the Charizard Crystal that you got. So really, it's net. This is better with 3 non-sheet AP. It's better, and you get all 4 sheet DP back. It's not even a question. It's better. Okay. You could argue it's better at Tet too. Okay. All right. No, you're good, Scalo. I need to tell people so that they don't get misinformation. Okay, so that took a really long time. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Do I do another round, bro? Because that was... Did we all learn a lot? I'm exhausted. I'm like mentally exhausted. Do you have any idea how hard... Do you know why no other streamers do gear advice? Because it's hard, bro. Not only do you have to know every class in the game, even if there's only 1 build path, you have to be able to steer people onto the correct build path, like at the correct times. And people just find like new ways to f it up. It's literally crazy. It's exhausting. Oh, shit. Can you see the pores on my character's skin? Holy shit, honey, get some lotion.